Hello guys, welcome to watching my tutorial about UGNX. If you like my video, just subscribe. And in this class, I would like to tell you how to do the extrude command. So firstly, we need to choose a plane that we want to draw a sketch on it. So we click the sketch and then we choose a plane and then start with this plane. And next I would extrude, for example, I choose a rectangles. And then we don't necessarily to be exit the sketch and then we're going to extrude, hit the extrude feature. And then automatically give the distance a 5 millimeters default. And we could change to 10 maybe. And you could see at this moment, extruded start from this plane, base plane. If we want to offset this surface, we just need to change the numbers in here. For example, we change to 2. So you could say this surface no longer to start based on the original plane is offside 2 millimeters from the original plane, right? So next is boolean. What is boolean? So let's do the extrude first. Hit it OK. And next, I'm gonna also draw another shape. I will do a circle, and also I can do extrude features of this object, and we could change to a 20, right? So at this moment, if I choose unite, that means I can combine these two objects automatically. And let's hit it apply, right? And you will find these two objects become one object. And let's hit Control Z, go back. Let's redo the extrude feature. So at that moment, if I change to subtract, that means it's gonna minus the inner part from this rectangle shape. So let's hit the subtract. Let's say you could say we minus this kind of shape from the rectangles. Okay, we hit Control Z and go back. So we can continue do this extruded order. And at that moment, I could change to intersect. So that means it's only save the intersect part between these two objects. Let's say it, right? It's become this kind of shape. Let's go back. Okay, so for examples, if I re-click this extruded, in start point, I have so many options here. So, okay, I can tell you draft first. So if I choose a draft here, we could choose from start limited. So that means we started from this plane here, and the angle is 2 degrees, but it's not obviously. For example, if we change to 10, you could say it's based on these planes do a draft to inner directions. And we could also drag outside by giving negative numbers in here. So next is offside. So if we choose offside to a single side, that means based on before shape is offside to outside 5 millimeters. If I change to -5, what's gonna happen? Maybe can change to -1. So is the direction to do the offside towards the center. And if we choose a two-sided, it's gonna both towards outside the inner side to have the offside. We could also change the numbers here. For example, we change 1 millimeters. It will be increased 1 millimeters. I could also give it 0 to reduce the offside to the inner directions. If we choose symmetric, that means we could also give we could only give one numbers in here, but it do a symmetric orders for both sides. For example, I give a 0.5, so it's from inner direction, outside direction is also doing the offside. If we just close the draft, you could see more clearly, right? But it's by a symmetric and a two-side or single side, we could create such a hollow shape in the center. And for the draft, for example, let's just close the offside. And in the draft, if we choose from sections, okay, if I choose from sections, I have several options for the angle options. If I just keep a single, it's similar to I choose from start limited. But if I choose a multiples, and I can give a draft to different surface. For examples, currently the default is 2. Let's change this 10 to make more obviously. And then I have a listed in here. So each angle is in here is both 2, right? And if I change to this into a 5, I could individually change this number I want to do the draft. Let's just change 20. So you could see the difference between the multiple and a single functions from the section tab into the draft tab. Let's hit it OK. So next I would teach you if I on this sketch I have another rectangles and I do a extrude. For examples, I do the extrude and hit it OK. Now the body completely outside and it's a different tool. Oh OK. In here I just do the wrong options. I need to change to now. So I hit it OK. So double click this extruded. In here you have several options to the start distance and end distance. So if I choose symmetric values, you could see the end. The second option is just this pad. You just have one numbers here, but it could be controlled both sides because it's symmetric. So if I give the 20, could both extruded from the two directions, right? So I will continue more drawing. So go to the sketch. I choose this spline, hit it OK, and then I draw this kind of sketch. And next, I'm going to finish the sketch. I'm going to datum spline. I created the datum based on this spline, and let's do 3. Apply. So at that moment, I choose this sketch and do the extrude opposite directions. and in the end distance currently is 5 millimeters. And in here, if we could choose until selected, we could choose this plane, and this sketch is just can stop in where the plane is. And also we could give the numbers of the start position. For example, we change to 1. So you offside this base surface. If I change to -1, that means the opposite directions. Okay, let's change to 0. And also I go back to the value. So currently is this directions. We could drag the handle to change to another directions. And also we could choose in here to do a reverse directions. Okay. And in the values that has until extend. So on sketch, on this plane, we hit it OK. And then we created this kind of rectangles, and also we gave a curves here. And then we use the quick trims to trim this shape and make it a closed contour. And then we extruded the sketch, hit it, apply. Okay, next I'm gonna choose this sketch and hit it, extrude, opposite directions. Currently, the start and end point is both values. If I change this part into a until next, you could say it's directly until this surface. And I also could choose to until selected and then I choose this surface. And it also can do the same result. And in until extended, I also could choose this surface can reach our purpose. Okay, let's say another. In setting, the body type is solid, and we could choose to a shade. So you could see it's no longer a solid body. And tolerance is, let's just keep it the default. And please check the preview, and you could see how the shape looks like before you hit it apply or OK. You could also uncheck this box. In this case, you won't see what's going to happen until you click the apply or OK. And a closed contour can create both shades and solid bodies. But if you have an open contour, the only thing you could generate a shades if you do the extrude comment. So let's see it. So in this line, I draw a circle, but I use the trim tool, trim one edge, and then I choose extrude. You could see it's only could generated the shade surfacing, right? So next, if we choose this sketch and do extrude with different directions, and in here, if we choose through all, and we change this to now, so it's gonna all the way go through to the last intersections. Let's hit it, apply. So if I go into extrude and I choose this, sorry, I need to first choose this and going to extrude. In here, I could also choose until selected. I could have several options in these directions because the default direction is kind of Y. see directions, but we need to go into this reverse the directions. We could also choose this surface and this surface. So if I choose in this surface, just stop in here. But if I choose this surface, could be stop in the behind surface. Let's hit it apply. So if I double click on this sketch, what is different between until next and until extended? Until net is automatically reached the nearest surface that close to this object. You can't change it until you change the object shape. And if it changed to until extended, I could choose this surface on this YZ direction. Also, I could choose a datum applying. And I also could do this by until selected, right? I could select it, that surface or a datum apply I want. So I hit OK. Okay guys, today we just finished the extrude comments tutorial, and if you like my video, just can subscribe. Thank you watching. Bye.